We reserve a few minutes to discuss current trends that you'd expect from reading Bible prophecy. Why emphasize prophecy? Merrill Unger said this: the revelation of future events may be needful in times of discouragement to awaken or sustain hope, to inspire confidence in the midst of general backsliding, to warn of evil threatening the faithful. All of those things certainly apply to our society today. We are futurists. That means that we interpret all unfulfilled prophetic passages as if they are future events that will literally happen globally in an apocalyptic context. Just about anyone in the world has some knowledge of the mark of the beast. It was predicted by the Apostle John in the Revelation. He wrote this: all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, will receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads. No one will be able to buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And so there'll be some sort of a system by which you will have a personal identifier, and you won't be able to do anything, go anywhere, buy anything unless you are tapped into that system. And at one point, you're going to have to swear allegiance to the Antichrist, to worship him literally, in order to participate. Those who will not will be severely persecuted and martyred. So could the mark be some sort of biometric technology? Well, that's what we would guess today. Biometrics are unique individual traits, such as retinal scans or fingerprints, that can be used to identify and transact commerce. It sort of fits the Bible's prediction. I read an article titled, "Your Face is or Will Be Your Boarding Pass." The article simply expands on that, saying, if it's been a year or more since you traveled, particularly internationally, you may notice something different at airports in the United States. More steps from checking a bag to clearing customs are being automated using biometrics. Many of the latest biometric developments use facial recognition, which the National Institute of Standards and Technology recently found is at least 99.5% accurate. There are signs that the pandemic may be advancing biometric acceptance. In its recently released passenger survey, the International Air Transport Association found that 73% of passengers are willing to share their biometric data to improve airport processes, up from only 46% in 2019. Facial recognition would fit the mark in the forehead category. What about in the hand? Well, there's a lot of possibilities for that. We've been talking about microchips for a long time. That's kind of an older, passé technology. But in Sweden, microchips are gaining popularity. Swedes are getting their COVID information put on under the skin chips so that they can just wave their hand and their information will come up rather than having a paper card or having it on their phone. One biometric company said, in the not-too-distant future, biometric authentication will supplant passwords. Now, I don't know if I like all of that, but I hate passwords. Don't you hate passwords? Man, every day you've been part of a breach. Your password is, 3,000 letters long, but they have it now. You have to change your password. It's a hassle. So, man, if they want to use my face, go for it. The future world ruled by the Antichrist and requiring his mark is on the horizon. You can see how it could be implemented. And as we go around the world today with the pandemic, you see in some places people are acquiescing to that kind of thing and giving up all the rights that they can in order to keep themselves. And so, this is the world that's developing. We're seeing the possibility, but we're going to be gone before the Antichrist is revealed. We believe the resurrection and rapture of the church are imminent. And by we believe, we mean that the Bible teaches they are imminent events that could happen right now. The resurrection of the dead in Christ, those of the church age, will be raised in their glorified bodies, and then we who are alive and remain will be transformed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, given our glorified bodies, and will be taken up to heaven to be with the Lord. At some point after that, the Great Tribulation unfolds, and then we return with the Lord at the end of those 7 years. So the question is, are you ready for the rapture? If not, get ready, stay ready, and keep looking up, because ready or not, Jesus is coming.